Stobo Kirk is an ancient church of the Church of Scotland. It is dedicated to St Mungo and is situated near the B712 off the A72, just 6 miles southwest of Peebles in the ancient county of Peeblesshire, now part of the Scottish Borders Council area. History. Early history. It is believed there has been a church on the site of present-day Stobo Kirk since as early as the 6th century. St Kentigern, otherwise known as St Mungo, founded many churches during his time as Archbishop of the ancient kingdom of Strathclyde, and Stobo is believed to be one of his foundations. Stobo was originally the plebania, or mother church, with subordinate chapelries at churches at Dorwick, Drummelsea, Kingley Dawes, Tweedsmuir, Broughton, Glenholme, and Lyne. Medieval times. A new church, the ancestor of the present building, was built in the 12th century, but during the 15th and 16th centuries, the Scottish people were becoming weary of the rule of Rome. The church was becoming wealthy, but the people were still poor, and many voices spoke of reforming the church in Scotland. The people of Stobo were no different, and when their canon, Adam Colquhoun, was succeeded by one of his 2 sons, it helped fuel the desire for a reformed church. Post-Reformation, Stobo, part of the parish of Stobo in the Diocese of Glasgow until the Protestant Reformation, appears to have retained much of the original 12th century building, including windows, the nave and chancel, unlike many other Roman Catholic churches which were destroyed after the coming of the Reformed religion. The tower was raised above first floor level in the 16th century, and further major restoration was carried out in 1863 by John Lascelles, an eminent 19th century architect. Further major restoration work was carried out in 1929. The church exterior is not so inviting, but the interior is of great interest and character. Legend has it that St Kentigern converted Merlin Will to Merlin to Christianity and baptized him on a boulder near Drummelsea. Merlin had fled to the forest after Gwendolen had been defeated and killed at the Battle of Vardereth near Arthret in 573. There is a great rock at the spot known as the Altar Stone, and a stained glass window in Stobo Kirk commemorates the event. Description of the Kirk building. Both the church and the graveyard are listed. Porch. The porch was added in the late 15th–16th century and is notable for the grooves in the left-hand doorjamb, created by pupils sharpening the slate pencils before class and possibly by the sharpening of arrowheads prior to the weekly after-church archery practice, which became compulsory after the disaster of the Battle of Flodden. The 12th century Norman entrance into the nave has a door made from a single board of cedar wood from the nearby Dorwick estate. On the outer entrance hangs the old jugs used to punish recalcitrant members of the parish until sometime in the 18th century. Nave. A much damaged Celtic cross was found in the stonework during restoration, and a reconstruction has been placed in the nave. The red paint on the stonework is a reminder of the original brightly painted character of pre-Reformation churches. North Aisle Chapel, reconstructed in a style reminiscent of the arts and crafts movement, in the erroneous belief that this was the site of St Kentigern's chapel. The structure incorporates a standing stone in the wall. It was probably a chantry or mortuary aisle of the 15th century. The 14th burial slab of Robert Vesey, and others of a local miller and a knight in armour, are preserved in the aisle. The altar stone may be linked to the conversion of Merlin Silvestris by St Kentigern. Tower. The tower may be 12th century in origin, however, it has been rebuilt several times. It gave access to the Laird's Loft, and now contains a meeting room as well as the vestry. Blocked up windows of a likely 16th century date are present. Brass hanging lamps. The Balfour family of Stobo Castle presented a number of brass hanging lamps to the Kirk, and one of these has been identified as being manufactured in Nuremberg by Hans Müller between 1693 and 1701. The others are copies by other Nuremberg craftsmen. Stobo Kirk, by James Mackintosh Patrick. The Kirk is the subject of paintings by the 20th-century Scottish landscape painter James Mackintosh Patrick, including the well-known Stobo Kirk in the City Arts Centre, Edinburgh.